What's good, YouTube? Dragonman24 here, welcoming you back to the channel for the next episode of the Fire Emblem Three Houses Blue Lions Let's Play. We're picking up today, jumping into chapter 19, the home stretch, I believe, as we are finally making our way towards the Empire.
Part 2, Azure Moon.
I lied.
Garland Moon. The Golden Deer's Plea.
I lied right to your face. That's right, we're going to talk to Claude first, then
The
we'll go after
Kingdom
the
Army
Empire.
has reclaimed the Kingdom capital and plans to immediately begin restoring the country and its forces. But an unexpected request arrives from Claude, leader of the Leicester Alliance. Dimitri promptly responds to the request for aid, and he rushes to prepare the Kingdom's forces.
So if you guys are excited for today's episode and you missed the last one, I highly advise you go check it out. But please be sure to leave a like on today's video, leave some comments, let me know that you guys are enjoying it. I have been having an absolute blast with this game. The amount of playability that I've gotten from this game is absurd. Absolutely ridiculous. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. In the last episode, we learned some things. We learned quite a few things. We learned that Happy and Cornelia have some sort of relationship, and I'm really excited about that. Because I don't think Cornelia is dead yet. I think we might be finding her yet. Again.
We have received a request for aid from the Alliance. They are being invaded by the Empire. We have only just taken back Faerghus, and yet I am already asking all of you to move out once more. Please accept my apologies for that.
That's no problem at all. More importantly, how is the Alliance faring?
House Regan has rallied the Alliance Lords. They are facing the enemy with all the strength they can muster. But we do not know how far that will get them. It seems the enemy's relentless attacks have forced them into a tough situation. Their defeat at Gronder severely weakened the Alliance. I imagine the Empire now intends to destroy them before they can recover.
To think they'd watch us chase their soldiers out of the Kingdom capital, then immediately go invade the Alliance. Their general is Lord Volkard von Arundel. He serves as regent to the Emperor. He has presumably taken command after the Emperor was wounded in Gronder.
He is known for his shrewdness and excels not only in domestic affairs, but tactics as well. He is not an opponent we should take lightly. Lord Arundel.
Are you concerned?
I always suspected that Lord Arundel was behind the tragedy 9 years ago. The timing of his departure from the kingdom, the fact that he abruptly stopped making donations. Too many factors made him suspect. If Lord Arundel conspired with Cornelia, then what Kronya and the others said 5 years ago?
What did they say? I don't remember.
Never mind that for now. The Alliance needs our help. What are your thoughts?
If we turn our back on the Alliance and then Deirdre falls, it will undoubtedly make our situation difficult further down the road. We would have enemies in two directions, in the Alliance to the northeast, and in the Empire to the south.
That is true. In that scenario, we would not be able to safely march our soldiers to Enbar.
I am terribly worried about Lady Rhea, but I believe we must save the Alliance first. Oh, maybe if we do this, the Alliance will help us out in return. We could ask them to help us attack the Empire. You know, a sneak attack or something.
Annie, when did you become so devious?
What would your mother think?
Oh.
What? It wasn't that devious.
What do you think, Professor?
Lol. Let's march for Deirdre.
Yes, I agree. I will admit that there is something to be gained for us as well, for when we eventually march south. But far more importantly, they need us. We cannot turn our backs on them. We will arrange to head out at once. Prepare yourselves, everyone.
Prepare yourself. Okay, so, once again, like always, we have another paralogue? I thought we were done with paralogues. Okay, I guess not.
Thank you so
Sylvain
much.
has some flowers. Okay, hold on, because I really need to see what this is all about. Dimitri has his own paralog. That's right, we haven't seen that yet. Alright, I'm excited now. But we do have some support conversations. We will take care of the paralog probably in the next episode, but with that being said, we do have some support conversations to take care of. Like Cyril and Byleth.
Whew, time for a breather. Hey, Professor.
You've been busy.
Yep, noticed you have been too. Seems like it's been a real rough day for just about everybody, huh? I've been so busy I still haven't eaten. I hope there's still food left.
Here, have some meat.
How come you're carrying that around? Whatever, I'm hungry. When you're hungry enough, just about anything tastes good. What a day. I need a nap, but I still gotta get the dining hall cleaned up.
You shouldn't push yourself too hard.
Professor, that's funny. You push yourself harder than anybody else. You make me look lazy. Besides, I don't even break a sweat doing this stuff. The day Lady Rhea comes home, I want her to see the monastery the way it was 5 years ago. That's why I do all this stuff. For her. And the harder I work, the better. Heck, I'd do more than I do now if there were hours in the day. But I can't go without sleep. Tried once. You must think I'm pretty weird, huh, Professor? I'm always on about Lady Rhea, and I'm not even from Fodlan. I bet most people around here think I'm kinda weird. But I'm real grateful for everything Lady Rhea's done for me.
It's noble of you to show such gratitude.
That's nice of you to say. Real nice. Thanks, Professor. It's good to know you like me. Helps me feel even more at home. I've heard people say that good folks have a heart of gold. Not real gold, I mean. Just they always care about everybody else. Even guys like me. Lady Rhea's incredible. But I figured you're just the same, Professor. Okay. I guess I gotta give in and get some sleep. I'll get up extra early to make up for it. Good night, Professor.
It's more like I got a heart of a heart. If you can even say that. You probably can't. Alright, Byleth is done with support conversations. Here we go. Byleth and Constance. This is huge. Oh lord. Oh, that's right.
Another failure! How? Was there an error in my calculations? I had precious few materials as things stood. Where will I get more once these run out?
I'm really sorry.
Oh, don't act so rueful. You carried out my directions faithfully. Neither the credit nor the blame ought to be yours. My grand achievement is further away than I had hoped. House Nouvelle's future seems so dim.
You shouldn't lose hope.
You're correct, of course. I mustn't be discouraged. It is hard to maintain one's patience after 5 years. But in the greater context of the history of House Nouvelle, 5 years is barely worth counting.
That's the spirit.
I have been in a low place indeed to require so much reassurance. And for your reassurance, I am truly grateful. You have spurred me to continue my research. You've been useful to me in many ways, in fact. Research assistant, confidant, test subject. All of this is preparing you well for your greater role to come.
Which is?
My personal attendant.
Oh,
There
no.
are few as naturally servile as you in all
Oh,
of
no.
Fodlan. When House Nouvelle is at long last restored, we simply must find the proper position for you.
Oh no.
Granted, this will be difficult, perhaps even impossible to accept, given your current status. But I rarely let the impossible stop me. I shall see it all done. The restoration of my house, installing you as my servant, and more. Are you ready for the next steps?
Please no. I'm glad you've perked up.
Oh, come now. My sulk ended minutes ago. Do keep up. But on the rare occasion that I find myself at a loss, I grant you permission to lift my spirits.
Sure.
I don't know that I care for the hint of resignation in your tone, but no matter. I expect you to do your all for the sake of my house nonetheless.
Okay. Great. To do? Talk to Flame.
Chop the vegetables into bite-sized pieces. After that, skim the top layer off the pan. Be mindful of the heat.
Certainly, Chef Didou.
There is no need to call me that. Are you displeased?
No, not in the slightest. I just got momentarily sleepy. It happens to me from time to time. Let me see. First, chop the vegetables. Coming right up, Chef. Didou?
Good.
I am so bored. Day in and day out, it is nothing but dicing vegetables and waiting for water to boil. I want to feel like I am actually cooking. It is not as though I do not know the basics. He could at least let me hold the spatula sometime.
He's babying her. That's funny.
Next, we peel the vegetables.
Chef Didou, I was hoping to speak with you regarding something that has been on my mind.
Speak?
Surely you have noticed my skill while wielding pans and knives. Therefore, I think it is time you taught me how to cook. Beyond all this water boiling and vegetable chopping business.
Impossible.
But why?
All must be done in the proper sequence. And the first step here, whether you like it or not, is to learn to use the tools perfectly.
Come now! You have seen how I use a ladle. You know I'm good for it. He has left me no option but to take matters into my own hands. Stubborn you may be, Chef Didou, but I will show you the true meaning of delicious.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, Didou and Gilbert.
Impressive that you made it back, Didou. It was you who saved His Highness from prison. We, all of us, thought you were dead.
My wounds were severe, but I managed. So long as I draw breath, I fight for His Highness.
Is that so?
But in my absence, you have protected him. Thank you, Gilbert, for returning to us.
Stop. I left once. I have wondered if I will be forced to leave once more after this battle is done.
Would you accept that? I imagine not.
Of course not.
You are still Gustav at heart, even now. I am not fit to replace you. Not yet. I still have a great deal more to learn. For now, all I can do is continue to be a shield for His Highness.
It is unlike you to be so talkative.
I could not be silent.
So long as you understand, I will leave the kingdom someday. It may not be until the day I die, but the time will come. This war. I'm a much older man than I was when it began. Sooner or later, someone must take my place. Do not try to carry the weight alone, Didou. There are many talented and well-trained officers. Work together with them to assure our king's future. Do that, and when the time comes, I will rest well.
Thank you for the advice. However...
Yes?
It is too soon to treat you like an old man. You still have at least 10 years of service in you.
Huh. Oh no.
Faerghus, no. His Highness needs you. As do I. Save the old man talk for when you are truly senile.
A fair point. There's no reason to let old age make one timid.
Even as I work to surpass you, I still rely on you.
Is that so? Well then, we have more fighting ahead of us to do. We should get to it, for the future of Faerghus.
Yes, for the future of Faerghus. Felix and Setith want to talk.
May I help you, Setith?
Finally noticed me, I see. Good to see that you are so dedicated to your training.
Do you have need of my sword?
No, this is not a military matter. I would like to discuss the distance you seem to be keeping from the others.
Distance? I don't follow.
I have noticed that you like to keep others at arm's length, and in most cases, quite a bit further.
Keeping a close eye on me. They don't share my values, that's all.
Is that why you train alone? Because your friends do not share your values?
You seem displeased. I suppose you're going to tell me, to defeat your enemies, you must have dependable allies.
That's not exactly how I would phrase it, but having good relationships with your allies is essential in combat. I am sure you realize that it is easier to bond with people when you interact with them more. There are limits to what one person can do alone. Great things cannot be achieved without allies.
You sound like my father. You're saying it's in my own interest to make friends?
To put it simply, yes. As much as you possibly can. To be honest, I envy you, because I know what it is like to not have many people to call friends.
I wouldn't have guessed that. There are so many devout believers.
I am talking about friends. People to speak with on equal terms. You have many friends here. You should take care to attend to them.
I'll consider your advice, but I'm not usually one to change my mind.
To be young.
Alright, and that should be all. Oh no, we have one more. Balthus and Yuri. Man, the Ashen Wolves need to, like, talk together.
This is pointless. My head's about to split in two. Wow, Balthus, what's with you, friend? Never seen you so deep in thought. Next thing I know, snow will be dumping out of the sky here in Abyss. Shut your trap. I'm driving myself crazy over here. Got a lot on my mind, okay? Like? Fine. You know how I never got any stories out of you the other day? How could I forget? I won every last round. It was clear that both Lady Luck and the goddess herself had given up on you. Your powers of deliberation weren't any help either. You caught me off my stride, got it? But it was clear I'd never win a story from you, so I went digging. Uh-huh. I was especially curious about that crest of yours, so I went rifling around for a lead. And got to thinking. You must have time on your hands if you're spending it thinking. Well,
wow.
Let's hear it. There's a story they tell where my mom grew up. Long ago, the village got in a squabble with some folks looking to conquer the place. A village elder gave some holy red stuff to their wounded soldiers. Some kind of liquid, who knows? After she did that, some of them made a complete recovery, against all odds. The rest of them were changed, but not for the better. They up and vanished before long. And then? Crests suddenly manifested for the ones who survived. They weren't inherited or gifted by the goddess. It's a real thinker, yeah? A real thinker. Near death but survived, despite all odds. Wait, the elder whom my mom saved. Could he have used something similar? No, it can't be. Yet, something here is unsettling in its familiarity. Hit the mark, did I? I don't know whether you hit the mark or missed it entirely. But your story was a cute one, regardless. The truth is, I've been trying to sort out who I am. And, well, I haven't been successful in it. I don't even know whether my mother is truly my birth mother. Or why it is I have this quest. At this point,
I have nothing but speculations. Maybe I'll sink into my grave without ever knowing the truth.
Lots of things in life don't have an answer. Just pick the story you like best and run with it. That's better than finding out a truth you can't live with. You can really mess your head up like that.
Damn it, you're right. To think that something so trivial could bother someone like me.
Look who's a quick learner. Thinking too much will sap your energy, pal. I avoid it whenever possible. In fact, it's been ages since I last thought so deeply. My head is really hurting now. But if that old legend is true, what was that holy red stuff? What happened to the vanished soldiers? Once I start thinking about all that, I keep going round and round in my head. And then it's dawn. And then it's nightfall. And then it's dawn again. And...
Oh boy, he fainted.
Hey, Balthus? Let me at him! Oh, not a fight then. That's what I get for overusing the old noggin.
Oh dear lord.
Damn fool.
Oh lord. Holy heck. Alright, well that's gonna be it for our support conversations. Let's go ahead and explore. I don't think... Oh, no, I probably still do need to... Yeah, I'm gonna go to the sauna, but probably only with Happy.
Hey, how about
No, Happy and Dimitri. We're done with Gilbert. He's already gotten to where he needs to be. So let's go ahead and make our way up to the sauna. We have students to talk to, obviously. Dimitri! Sauna time, boy. Let us increase the steam. It's good that you pulled your hair back, it'll help you in this intense heat. Let's increase the steam one more time to see if we can get Byleth into a sweet spot. Nope. She does not care. We're gonna leave. Dimitri feels refreshed. And next up is Happy. All the way at the bottom here. Increase the steam. Okay, that was quick. I gotta leave. Heck me, dude. I guess Byleth isn't getting the refreshment. Okay, let's see. Where are all of our students? Ash is here. Oh, let's go to the greenhouse. We definitely want to do that. Thank you. I will harvest, absolutely. Then we want to plant again. Northern Fodlan seeds and Southern Fodlan seeds. Ooh, look at that. They're at 2 yield. 3 yield! There we go. That's what I like to see. I might have to do some fishing off screen now that I think about it. But in the time that we have, let's go ahead and find some of our students that will help us. Like Ingrid, I want to go talk to for sure. Because we're still working on Byleth's skills.
It's strange.
We want to... Oh. Oh, my flying is higher than yours, isn't it? Oh, that's not good. Sedith and Manuela. You guys are my only hope now. Manuela,
Remember, well, but
you're here, and you're gonna teach me how to fly. Only a good. Okay. Sedith ain't here. Probably in his office.
Well,
For some reason, that guy looked like he was a special NPC, but
Speaking of which,
I guess not. Blaine and Sedith? Yep, absolutely.
I thought that our next is contribution.
Alright. Sedith, you will teach me how to fly. And then we want to find Hanneman. Who should be here. He's in his office, of course.
Cornelia Arnhem. That's a familiar name, yes. She once studied in the Empire. My understanding is, shortly after I left the Empire, she did as well.
Wait.
Unlike myself, Cornelia traveled to the kingdom. Apparently, she halted a plague and was rewarded with a quite powerful appointment. That such an outstanding researcher should fall to such depravity. Sickening, Professor, and quite sad.
Wait. Oh, I need you to have support conversations with Happy, but I know you don't. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, you're gonna help me work on my reason. That's cool. Is there anyone else I can learn reason from? I don't think so. Bummer. Alright. I could check with Annette. Her reason might be higher than mine.
Which? Deirdre in Faerghus. So when the wars.
No, she only wants to teach me how to axe. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and get some support meals out of the way. The Byleth we know is done. So it literally doesn't matter who she eats with. Dimitri and Annette still need to work. And so do Dimitri and Flame. But I think Dimitri and Annette is important because they're main characters, and Annette's... I don't know. Dedue, are you done? You still need Flame and Shamir. So let's do this. Let's go Dedue and Flame for today's special.
I like this.
This is nearly.
Alright. Now let's do... Felix should be done. No, Felix still needs Sedith, so we'll do Felix and Sedith.
That look is nice to.
Alright. That should help them a little bit. Ash, you still need to work with Cyril. So we'll do Ash and Cyril. Ash. And Cyril. Here he is.
This look. I've got.
There we go. That's Ash. Sylvain is done. Pretty positive about that. Yeah, he's done. Mercedes still needs Constance, so we'll do Mercedes and Constance. Yeah, we'll do Mercedes and Constance. Nice. And last but not least... Oh, we actually unlocked that one. Let's go ahead and watch that.
What's the use? Even with all I've learned, I still don't understand.
Hello, Constance. I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. I was just in need of a sympathetic ear.
I found a magical scroll, which, unless I am mistaken, should relieve me of my woes.
Oh, wonderful!
Not so fast.
The magic within this scroll is a type I have neglected to study. It pains me to admit this, but it may take decades of going back to the basics to grasp it.
Decades? That's a long time to spend with your nose buried in an old piece of parchment.
Why must the goddess dangle a solution before me, only to cruelly pull it away?
There's no need to despair. To tell the truth, I like you just as you are.
You do? Why? Those low moods of mine have never done anyone the least bit of good.
You're like a little sister to me. Nothing you do will change that. Not even a little bit.
Aw.
Really?
Of course, you're my sweet Constance, and I like you just as you are.
I see. Perhaps my moods are not the great burden I thought they were.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pressure you. No matter what decision you make, I support you.
I felt no pressure, I assure you. It's more that I feel embarrassed to have been embarrassed. I'd put so much effort into finding a magical means to alleviate myself that it never occurred to me that maybe all I needed was to accept myself.
What will you do with the scroll you found?
Oh, I'll continue to research it, for research's sake if nothing else, but I may have no need of it. It's not as if these moods of mine have ever hampered my efforts to restore my house. And I am as a sister to you, no matter which face I present, yes? Nothing, no mood, no foe, no obligation, will keep me from honoring my sisterly duty to protect you.
We can protect each other.
Good, it is settled. Now we can begin the hard work of reclaiming our titles.
Absolutely. We'll become sister sages and restore our houses to their former glory.
You understand the plan perfectly. If we walk this path together, it can only end in triumph.
Oh, that was nice. Okay, that was Mercedes and Annette, I guess. Annette needs to eat with either Dimitri or Gilbert, and I'm gonna go with Dimitri because they're closer to finishing. It doesn't matter if he doesn't like it. Annette's the one that we need to get motivated. Dimitri's fine.
This should...
Ooh, and that also got it. Dimitri and Annette are done.
Your Highness, thank you for everything.
This is sudden? Why so formal? You are not about to tell me you intend to leave the army, are you?
Oh no, it's not that. I just had the chance to return to the capital on military business. It had really been a long time. Life's pretty hard there right now, but its old vitality seems to be returning bit by bit. If it wasn't for you, I'm sure things wouldn't be looking so promising. So...
Come now, no need to exaggerate. Do not forget that I abandoned them and fled once as well.
You had no choice. If you had remained in the capital, you would have been killed. If you keep thinking so dark and gloomy, you're gonna end up looking just like Father.
Annette, you probably do not realize, but over those 5 years, I took many lives. I slaughtered generals and officials alike with brutality you would scarcely think a human was capable of. And as I have intensified my fight with the Empire, how many people have fallen in the capital? My hands are already dripping with blood. I cannot be forgiven.
You really are a lot more like Father than I am. Before Father left us, he used to say similar things. I don't want you to end up like him. So, I've been thinking, when this war is over, I was wondering whether I could help you with your work. Of course, I don't know how much I'd be able to support a king.
What are you saying?
If I leave you to your own devices, you'll forget how to laugh. We can't have that. You won't be able to do what you have to do with such a miserable look on your face. So, if you'll have me, I'd like to stay by your side. If you're sad or suffering, I'll just starve you until you muster a smile.
Oh, okay.
Starve me?
Hey, you weren't supposed to laugh at that part. I thought a lot about this.
Sorry, I could not help myself. Certainly with you around, I will not have any cause to frown. By all means, join me, Annette. And never lose that sweet smile of yours.
Yes, I promise.
Aww. That's really cute. Too bad Byleth is gonna be the queen. Sorry, Annette. Sorry, Ingrid. Honestly, I'm real sad about that. Let's go ahead and finish exploring. I'll probably explore a second time off screen. Just for fishing and all that stuff. Let's instruct. We'll start with Dimitri. Could get your lancemanship up. Or we could keep working on your flying. Honestly, it's so late into the game, I don't see us actually finishing flying for you. Or getting alert stance. No, I'm gonna keep trying.
This will be.
I mean, you never know if you don't try, right? So, oh, Happy's not motivated. Fun, dude. To do. Let's get your heavy armor up. Okay. Felix, we're gonna continue working on your swordsmanship. We are definitely getting you up to S+ for sure. Ash. We want your flying to go up.
This.
Ingrid. Let's just keep going. If I can get your flying up to S+, that would be ideal. Because you are the main flyer in the whole game, to be honest. Annette, we really need to get your reason up. I want you to have S reason.
Yes.
Thank you. Good stuff. Last one, I guess, for Mercedes. Ooh, Mercedes, you are real close to getting S+ in Faith. We're doing that for sure. No perfects, unfort. Unfort, funfort. But it is what it is.
I have to ask.
The anniversary of Gerald's death is coming up. I'd like to put something on his grave so that he knows we're all thinking of him. What item would make him happiest? The best bottle of booze you can find. Anna's birthday. We'll give her flowers. Flying?
You can.
Oh.
Perhaps I'll expand the...
Ragnarok. Okay. Who else leveled up? Wait. Okay, I guess. Heck, dude. Alright, real quick, before we go ahead and wrap this one up, I want to check some things on screen. Dedue, you've mastered being a warrior, so I think it's time. We're going to go ahead and reclass you. You're gonna go back to being a fortress knight. You lose a few stats for that, but it is what it is. I think I'm gonna keep Felix as a hero. Dimitri's still working on mastering his class. Violet, how you doing on Mortal 7? You're doing okay. Ash has mastered Paladin. It's time to become a bow knight.
Will this...
Sylvain's working. Mercedes is good. Annette's good. Ingrid is good. Gilbert has never mastered a thing a day in his life. Okay. That's taken care of. Let's check out our abilities real quick. I don't... To do. You have axe crit. That's right. That's what I wanted to do. Huh. Yeah. That's fine. A foe initiates combat while unit's HP is below 50, grants crit plus 50. Wrath is kind of good. And honestly, you're a Fortress Knight now, so weight -3 is never going to help you. Alright. With that, we are going to go ahead and wrap this one up here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. In the next episode, we will probably be taking on a paralog battle, but nonetheless, if you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to leave a like, leave a comment down below, ring that notification bell so you never miss an upload, and subscribe to the channel, and I will talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.